Yes, yes, we back. We on that 2018, man. Happy New Year. Everybody have a blessed one. Hope y'all definitely were safe last night. Gotta be safe. Yeah, we up in this. Boxing ego, man. Much love, man. They say I'm the best now. We're just gonna talk some boxing. Get it rocking. We working. These other dudes just jerking. Yeah, man, let's talk about it. They smashed your windows in Vegas. Wow, that's fucked up. See, that's why I don't really do nothing on New Year's, because it's just stupid shit. So I want to fuck around and get shot or something. Smashing out people's windows to celebrate? Like what? What up, ego? Stayed in last night. That 6 a.m. grind comes first. Much respect to that, man. We gotta take care of ourselves, take care of our families. Honestly, New Year's Eve is overrated to me. They hike the prices up if you go to like a bar or club. There's always a cover and it's usually pricey. Then the risk factor, shootings, and dude just said he got his windows knocked out. Then on top of that, you have to get a designated driver, or Uber or Lyft or something, because you don't want to be drunk driving. That's stupid. And they got checkpoints, so it's overrated to me. So I keep it chill usually. Yeah, but Ego Army, we back up in this, man. 2018, I told you this is a continuation. It's a personification. You know me, I'm a West Coast dude. Everything I did on the West, this is a personification. Death Row East, believe in it. I told you. New media, believe in it. We coming. But Happy New Year's to everybody, man. Hope everybody rung in the New Year safely. I want to talk some boxing shit. Damn. Still waiting for more people to join. Y'all probably drunk and hungover. Maybe some of y'all got arrested. Ego Army, stand up. Ego Mafia. Ego Army. Yeah, we the squad. Like I said, we the mob. Money on top of boxing, let's get it. Philly in the building. They up and at 'em. January 1st, 2018. You know what's kind of cool? I don't know when the last time this happened, but it's like the perfect day for a fresh start. Seeing how New Year's Day actually lands on a Monday. Monday's a fresh week. It's like January 1st. Fresh week, fresh start to everything. We're still waiting for people to join. Like I said, they probably hungover. Maybe I should have did this a little bit later. 11. What time is it for you guys? Nah, it's about 2 o'clock. Damn, my dude Ernest said he had Disneyland. Yeah, Disneyland watching. While we wait for people to join, let's keep the conversation rolling. Type what you did last night. New Year's Eve, what did you do? I'm curious while we waiting. Oh yeah, and hit that like button. Y'all know that. What did y'all end up doing last night? Speak to me. Talk to me. We still got the roll call to do. Went to a house party. Someone, Marquez, was trying to stay alive. Someone said they were praying. I got hammered. I believe majority of these people are in the same boat. That's funny. Smoked till I passed out. Damn. It's lit, I guess. Smoked and drank 3 land sharks. I don't even know what that is. How's that new Dave Chappelle? You said you just watched it? I seen it on Netflix, but I haven't watched it yet. funny. That's it. That's all y'all did. I got smoked, drank, prayed, and tried to stay alive. Oh, it's funny? All right, I'm gonna check it out. Dave Chappelle's funny. I like him. Yeah, people are tripping on that Will Smith Bright movie. Oh, it's the worst movie I've ever seen. Worst movie in 2017. Hell no. Actually, if you watch that movie, Will Smith, the guy in the costume, the orc dude, that's his partner, that everybody hates. He was in a movie where they're locked into a cabin with some kind of plague. It's called It Comes at Night. That movie came out. There's no way you can say Bright is the worst movie of 2017 when that shit came out. That It Comes at Night shit was horrible. And the previews look raw. It looked like it was gonna be good on the preview, and then I watched it. It was like the best parts were in the preview. The story was stupid, the ending was stupid. So there's no way you can say Bright was the worst movie of 2017. Get out of here. See, a lot of people just like to complain and bump their gums. Like I said, if you don't dig the whole fairies, elves, and orc shit, then you're not gonna like it. Like if your mind's not set up like that, where like a fantasy movie or like, you know what I mean? Like I grew up, like I watched movies like back in the day, like Labyrinth, Never-Ending Story, Tom Cruise Legend, you know what I mean? And those all Willow, all those are like mystical type movies. So I don't have a problem with that. But if you want something just all realistic, you gotta watch like Training Day or something, like where it's just all you know what I mean, real people and shit like that. I saw that movie It Comes at Night. It sucked, but Bright wasn't bad. Yeah, that It Comes at Night was terrible to me. Like, and see, this is the thing. I didn't go in there with no bias. Like I wanted it to be good. Like the preview looked cool. I'm like, oh, this shit is gonna be suspenseful. Good. That shit was weak. So yeah, these critics doing too much, talking about Bright is the worst movie of 2017. Fuck out of here. Like I said, but that's the thing, man. With a critic, people just want to critique some shit. I mean, I get it all the time. People, oh, you're biased. Why you keep coming back then? If I'm racist, biased, I suck, and I'm don't know shit about bias, why I keep coming back? Like, it doesn't even make sense. People, and especially like, I'm gonna tell you, I've been in the game a while, and I see how people move. There's certain fighters that are allegedly supposed to be like off limits, where you can't say nothing about, you can't have no opinion, you can't say no constructive criticism, you can't voice nothing, and the only thing you can do is praise them. Like, get on your knees and pray. Like, you know what I mean? That's all you could do. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, Lomachenko's one of them now. Anthony Joshua's one. Like, anytime I make a video about, I end up pissing somebody off just from speaking my thoughts. So if you was pissed off in 2017, get ready to be pissed off in 2018, because ain't shit changed but the day. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even, like, if I say one thing about Josh, I'm not even saying that. Like, I'm not even like talking like I'm trying to fight him. I want to smoke with him. I never called the man out his name, said nothing about his family. That's the type of shit y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I'm never calling these fighters out of their name. I'm just telling you what I like, what I prefer, fights I want to see. And then these man fans, they start getting angry. Fuck you mean you want Joshua to fight Deontay Wilder? And you know what the worst part about man fans is? You a fan of a man, and they talk big shit. The fans I'm talking about, they talk big shit, but then they don't. They say the shit, but then they don't want to see the challenge. Like, oh, Joshua will knock Wilder's chicken legs out. Okay, that's fine. He might, but let's see it. No, Wilder doesn't deserve it. Like, that's stupid. So you could just say the shit. You could just say that Wilder gets stretched, but then when it comes to actually being a fan and pushing for the fight, not accepting low-level fights, you know what I'm saying? you don't want to see it. You make excuses why Wilder doesn't deserve a shot. You see, that's, to me, that's how you know when there's like fear, not from the fighters, but fear from the fans. It's very simple, because same thing, like I said, man, Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia, that's a dope fight. Everyone keeps talking about this Tank Davis. That's cool. That's a solid fight, but he's not obliging you. And he doesn't have a belt. Mikey Garcia has more momentum right now, and he has a belt, and he's possibly about to get a belt in 2 divisions, and he's obliging you. He's saying, I'll be a Huckleberry. I'll fight you. I'll fight you at 35. And Bob Arum saying Mikey Garcia will probably quit. Let me see that then. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this Tank Davis shit that y'all keep talking. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some shit. Y'all keep talking about Tank. That's cool. It's a solid fight. If they negotiate, I would never stand in the way of a fight like that. It's solid. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have a belt, and he's not, him and his team, from what I've seen, they're not really obliging the whole Lomachenko situation. Mikey Garcia is, and he's been called out by him. And if Lomachenko beats Mikey, as of right now, he'll get more credit. And the motherfucker, oh, but Tank's a name. So Mikey Garcia's a name. I told y'all, man, 2017, January 2017, I told y'all, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Now we're gonna keep saying tell the truth, but we got a new one. 2018, our new shit is this. Let's see it. I told y'all, let's see it. There's nothing to talk about. Canelo versus Triple G, good rematch. Let's see it. I don't care if you think Triple G knocks Canelo's head off. I don't care if you think Canelo will uppercut Triple G's head off. Let me see that. Let's see it. We are fans. We have power in this equation. Let's see it. New hashtag. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to do this about the fight and what would happen. And these are like, you know, it's so, I'm not trying to roast fans. I'm really not. But you know what's so stupid about the man fans is this: the power is in the fan. Like, I worked at jobs before, like Lowe's, and I had a manager. This is a true story. I had a manager, and then he says, if there's customers in line and the phone rings, you got to answer the phone. And then one of the cashiers or something, I wasn't a cashier, but it was just like a training thing. And one of the cashiers says, oh, but what about the people in line? He said, yeah, you're going to try to get to them as soon as you can, but you have to answer the phone. And then the cashier was like, I don't get it. If I have someone staring at me right here, why don't I ring them up first instead of answering the phone? And he says, because the people that are in the store, they're already here. They already have what they want. They're in line. They're not going to wait all day for it, but they are already here willing to spend money. The people on the phone are the people you're trying to convert, get to come into the store. Shout out to Brayon Thomas. He said they ain't going nowhere. Exactly. The people who are already in the building, they're already in line. They've already picked up their whatever they're trying to purchase. But the people on the phone, you're trying to get their business. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. Same thing with boxing. Boxing, none of these promoters, none of these fighters, none of these motherfuckers would have any type of money or livelihood if the fans didn't support. You know what I mean? So the promoters, the fighters, the networks, they got to start doing what they did in 2017 and appeasing the fans. So long, promoters just did whatever they want, robbed the fighters didn't get paid, now they working at Publix and all types of shit like that. We have power as fans, but we don't, a lot of us, I can't say we because I don't feel I fit in this mold, but a lot of people don't use and utilize the power. They render themselves powerless, making excuses for great fights. And like a dude really in the hot seat, he really told me, why not wait till 2019? This was when it was still 2017. You know what I mean? It was December, mind you, but he said, why not wait for 2019 for Thurman Spence? Let it build. Who says, what fan says that? Like, I want to see the new Avengers and the new Black Panther. I would never, since I want to see it, I grew up on comic books and stuff, and I really want to see it based on the trailer. I would never say, oh, they should push it back, keep everybody's anticipation high, and the movie should come out in 2019. The movie should come out in 2020. That's the type of shit that I'm hearing fans say for Thurman to not fight Spence, or Joshua to not fight Wilder. Oh, let it build up. Wilder fight Dillian White, and he could fight this, and Joshua could fight Pulev, and like who does that? As a fan, I'm a fan of comic book movies. I'm a fan of Marvel, and you know it's funny. I'm the king of analogies. What I like to do is put it in a different terms. And again, that would be the equivalent of me really wanting to see the Avengers with Thanos, the Infinity War, and Black Panther movie. And I'm saying, oh, we should wait till 2019, 2020. Man, I'm trying to see that shit ASAP. I'm trying to see it this summer or whenever it comes out. Why would I want to push it back to 2020? As a fan. As a fan. Like, that's crazy to me. That you call yourself a fan. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. If Disneyland has a new ride coming out and you love roller coasters, you're going to want to ride the ride. You're not going to be, oh, man, I could wait till 2020. Who wants to wait? Especially when they don't have to. And I'm telling you, man, if Luis Ortiz beats Wilder, or Joseph Parker beats Joshua, or it's not even just about beating, but if the champions don't look good in those fights, then now you've just taken away from Wilder Joshua. Like, let's say Joseph Parker and AJ goes the distance, and Joshua wins, but he wins controversially, like Ward Kovalev won or something. Right? Now the Wilder Joshua just lost some steam because you had trouble with Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in the minds of fans, that's how they're going to take it. So that's why you got to strike while the iron's hot in boxing. You never know what'll happen. You never know. I've seen guys have great years and then go on, like Erickson Lubin. He had a very good year until he fought Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what's going to happen. Yo, we got over 100 people in the stream. Make sure you hit the like button. The likes should always be kind of close to the amount of viewers we have. If you like that real old-fashioned boxing talk where we can just chop it up, things like that, smash the like button. In addition to that, let's do a roll call. Shout out to Singapore. I'd like to know where y'all are from. City, state, zip. Let me know. Bang where you from. Rep where you from. And then I'll call it out. Shout out to Long Beach, LBC. I'm not taking any questions or comments. We're just doing a roll call, and then after we can get back to boxing talk. Victorville, Texas, Sheffield, UK, Harrisburg, PA, St. Louis, Omaha, Nebraska, Philly, Denmark, Columbia, represent, Bad News, Virginia, Birmingham, UK, LA, 305, Miami, Arlington, Texas, Philly, West Philly, Bulgaria, Lancaster, Texas, New Orleans, Queens, Naptown, Montgomery, Alabama, downtown Las Vegas, South London, UK, Philippines, Chicago, Fort Collins, Colorado, Central Florida, Beemore, Maryland, Southampton, UK, Compton. Man, we're everywhere. Toronto, Germany, Oakland, West Philly. He says Bulls is weirdos. Wow. Joshua, Texas, Harrisburg, the Philippines, Barbados. Let's get it. We'll do another roll call at the end, so we can get back to the boxing talk. Bradford, England, Reading, PA. But yeah, man, it's just like Romania, Detroit. We worldwide people. 2018, the conglomerate. Thank you for the support for all these years, especially 2017. I think that was probably my favorite year to cover boxing since I've been doing it. It's been the most lucrative, but it's also been the best, just mingling with fans, talking to fans, growing. We became verified on the YouTube channel, hit a couple milestones, 100,000. I covered more fights last year than I have any other year, so let's just keep that shit trucking. Shout out to the super chats, the donations, everybody that's helping out with the movement, man. Because, like I said, it's time to root for the underdog. I came into this game, like Jay-Z said, I came into this game, man, but I didn't jump off no one's back. I did this all from the ground up with the fans. You know what I mean? It's just me and the fans and boxing talk. So let's get it. The underdogs will rise in 2018. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as we get bigger, as Eagle's army gets bigger, right? It's gonna up the ante where the big boxes, the people who are even bigger than me, like ESPN, we like force them to say what's real. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with everybody. Yes, shout out to the Boxing Voice, Sean. I don't know all the dudes from the Boxing Voice, but I know Ness and Sean Zattel, so shout out to them. But yeah, I'm cool with everybody, man. I'm just me. Shout out to Phoenix. But yeah, man, the more we unite and talk about what's real, the better it is. The better it is for boxing. And even when they don't want to give credit, we're going to force them. We're going to force them to give credit. Like that man, Terrence Crawford. I'm still, listen. It's so disrespectful what they do, especially the black fighters. It's so disrespectful, people. You can say, oh, you're pulling the race card. Oh, yeah. Blacks always cry. You can say all that dumb shit, but it's disrespectful. Bottom line, the man has 30 plus fights. He unified the division, became undisputed. And people still, oh, but where are his names? What names has he really beat? You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Don't, like, really. Because we can go bar for bar with other people around his age or whatnot, like Lomachenko. And don't get it twisted. For 11 fights, Lomachenko, he's down to scrap. He's a good fighter, and he's down to scrap with big names. Or some, and I can't even say huge names, but he's fought some good names. You know what I mean? But if you're not impressed with what Terrence Crawford has done, then what has Lomachenko done that you're so impressed with? Like, put it this way. Crawford was clearly the man at 140. If somebody came up from 130 and was a gold medalist and moved up to fight Terrence Crawford, right? Would you be super impressed if he stopped him? Because that's literally what happened with the Lomachenko Rigondeaux fight. You know what I mean? You say it's excuses or whatever, but I mean, people aren't giving. Crawford beat an Olympic gold medalist in Felix Diaz. He didn't have two, but he had one. And it's a guy who had fought at welterweight. You know what I mean? He fought Lamont Peterson at 143. That's technically over junior welterweight. Technically, that would be considered welterweight, right? He did beat Sammy Vasquez at 147 as a late replacement. And he beat Adrian Granados, who we know is game and tough and stuff like that, right? And Felix Diaz is gold medalist. And people act like, oh, but who did Terrence Crawford beat? What are you talking about? You sound stupid. How it to get on the hot seat? I don't know who you're talking about. Does that analogy work for Mayweather-Pacquiao? I don't understand what you're saying. What does Mayweather-Pacquiao fight from 2015? What does that have to do with anything? And plus, I don't know what you're comparing. All right, 2018, we eradicating bums. So I'm gonna read the Invisible's joke. Be honest. If it's funny to you, then it's funny. If he's a bum and the joke is weak, then he's blocked. He says, basically saying, Ego, you the type of dude who pretends to be asleep in the car so his homeboys will carry him inside. Is that funny? Like, I mean, that's really corny. I'm a big ass dude. Is that funny for 2018? Because I haven't heard many jokes. So that was one of the first jokes I heard. He says, I pretend to be asleep so my boys can carry me inside. Oh, now he has another one. Hold on. You the type of dude who listens to Marvin's Room by Drake on replay. Damn, the boys carrying me inside wasn't funny, but that Marvin's Room, an old ass song by Drake, wow, like you're getting worse by the moment. I don't exactly hate you, but if you're on fire and had water, I drink it. Wow, your jokes are like progressively getting worse. Hey, everybody give this, I see why you call it invisible, motherfucker, because you about to be invisible. Hey, I need one of my shotters. I seen some mods in here. Get this man out of here. We gonna really make you invisible. You Windex, you see-through. Get out of here with them corny ass jokes. And the first L of 2018 goes to the Invisible with these weak ass jokes. Man, y'all gotta come better. Like and the thing is, I'm a down to earth person. if you was really roasting me and ripping me, like my boys, we roast each other, and sometimes they have good shit, and I'm just like snickering and shit because it's funny. But that was corny. But anyway, we just received our first L of 2018. The haters gonna come, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm built for this. If you gonna at least roast me, at least have the shit be funny. You the type of dude that listens to Marvin's Room. Even the setup, the wording of the joke is, you're the type of dude that listens to Marvin's Room by the artist Drake, Aubrey Graham. Like, that shit corny. Get the fuck out of here. That man, he on that Cleveland Browns. He 0-16, fucking with the boy. Sorry for the distraction, people. We just had to eradicate our foes. Anyway, man, the power's in the fans. We gotta call for these big fights. That man, Laffy Taffy joke caliber. But and you see, the thing is, this is what I'm saying. They be trying with me. I didn't even say nothing. Like, I didn't say nothing controversial. I definitely didn't acknowledge him or even know he was in the chat. We talking boxing. He talking about my boys gotta lift me up out of the car or some shit. Like, okay. Like, that really hurts me. Anywho, but yeah, man, we gotta call for these big fights. Like I said, Terrence Crawford, he don't get the respect that he deserves to me. He really doesn't. So like I said, people, if you were mad in 2017, you're gonna be real fucking mad in 2018 because we here to take over, not take part. Let's go, let's get it, man. But the game is full of snakes. There are a lot of snakes that have these double standards, and this applies to this person because they like them. And if you say something about someone they like, then they say you're all kinds of names. Man, we're not falling for that. We're not falling for these fake labels and, oh, you're racist. Listen, you guys see it every time in the hot seat. I get called, I'm racist, but you ain't said one racial remark that I ever said about any of these dudes. How is that possible? Like, if I call Hitler racist, please believe I could tell you things he's done and or said which make him racist. But that's what I'm saying. They want to just put these crazy labels on people. Oh, you're racist. Okay, what did I say that was racist? What did I say to demean a whole race? Because, and like, this shit is funny. This shit is comedy. But as long as Ego Army represents and they know what it is, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, man, I don't know if Keith Thurman lost some of that hunger and that desire. See, and that's the other thing. You guys got to look at it. I can't speak for anyone but me, but Ego. And all these people that you guys are currently saying I hate, I have never said anything. I never even really had many critiques for them up until recently. You know what I mean? Which is the funniest. Like, listen, I've had an established channel. Obviously, it wasn't as big when it first started, but I've had an established channel for like 4 years, right? And I never really went in on Keith Thurman. I never went in on Lomachenko, Anthony Joshua, none of this shit. But recently, there's some things where I'm not even really going in. I'm just giving you my thought process, right? On recent statements that they've made. And then all of a sudden, oh, you hate Anthony Joshua. You're a fucking Lomachenko hater. You fucking Keith Thurman. You fucking hate him, man. Like, what? Why? Like, when did, like, if you just, in your mind, what clicked? Like, what triggered? Why would I just randomly wake up and say, oh yeah, fuck that half-breed Keith Thurman, fuck AJ, fuck Loman? Like, why would that happen? Like, if you look at my whole channel's history, when I call their fights and do my post-fight commentary, like, why did I just all of a sudden? So it's clear and it's evident that I'm not hating on them now, but there's certain things that they've said that, you know what I mean, I don't necessarily rock with, I don't necessarily agree with, things of that sort. Funny. No, you fucking hate Keith Thurman in his ponytail, man. You're so anti-Thurman. Like, what are you fucking even talking about? So I just woke up one day and said, hey, fucking can't stand that Keith Thurman feller. I ain't never said nothing bad about him, but that's how you know boxing is full of like emotion and like, what does my real name have to do with anything that's happening in boxing? See, some of y'all dudes are weird. Let's keep all the weirdo stuff and put it in like a vase or some kind of bottle and then throw it into the ocean. And you got to be motherfucking Jacques Cousteau to get that out of the ocean. Like, the weird man stuff, we got to stop that. Let's leave that in 2000. I'm talking about, yeah, AJ Keith Thurman. What's your first name? Tell me your real name, man. What is that? Like, I don't understand. Like, maybe it's where I'm from. I don't know. But why do you want to know my name? Oh, take the glasses off. Look me in the eye when you talk to me. What's your fucking full name? Like, you guys are fucking weird. Some of you are weird men or women or whatever you are. It's just really weird. In the midst of all this boxing, give me your government name. Oh, yeah. Whatever, man. Let's leave all that weird man fan shit behind. Like I said, put it in a bottle. Gotta be motherfucking Jacques Cousteau to retrieve that. Take off your glasses. Show me your eyes. Like, no. That's just gonna ensure that I leave my glasses on, because I don't want no man all dreamy, googly-eyed at me. Fuck that. Anyway. Yeah, I just don't understand it, man. People act like I just woke up and, yep, Joshua's public enemy number one. He's not public anyway. I'm just, based on what he's had to say, we have some discrepancies that I don't agree with certain things. That's just what it is. But if you go look, when he's fighting Dominic Brazil and Eric Molina, I wasn't making videos. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I've been in the game so long, I could tell you what it's about. You gotta have thick skin in this business. Like Paulie Malignaggi, when he was talking about Pacquiao being on steroids, he got a lot of flack for that. People probably sent him death threats. They were saying he was jealous and, okay, if you feel that about Pacquiao, you fight him, Pacquiao will fuck you up, stuff like that. But you gotta understand, people like me, Paulie Malignaggi, we do not give a fuck that you're not gonna back us off of our opinion because you saying bullshit. See, that's what happens, like with the trolls and stuff. They're so used to coons or weak-minded people where if they drill you, even if it's not true, if they keep throwing it out there, calling you racist, saying you only like black fighters or you hate Pacquiao, you hate Lomachenko, they're used to people like tucking their tail and being like, oh shit, people are really angry with me. Let me stop saying this. Fuck that. That's not me. I'm an Aries. That's gonna make, listen, in case anyone was wondering, when y'all do all that, hitting them dislikes, I love that shit. Because, first of all, the love always outweighs the dislikes. Because last month, I had probably one of the best revenue months ever. But I also got a lot of, from talking about Lomachenko and Joshua stuff, I also got a lot of disagreements, allegedly, and dislike. So I don't give a fuck about none of that. You gotta have tough skin. And I'm not gonna not speak my mind and how I feel because it makes insecure people not feel good. You know what I mean? But that's what they try to do. Yeah, man, we had more super chats. I mean, more growth. Everything was more. You know what I mean? And the other thing is, listen to what people say. They can hit the dislikes. See if they can hit the dislikes on my bank account. I'll be waiting for that. Let me know when them dislikes affect my my routing number, my checking and savings account. But yeah, man, that's what they do. They think if they pressure you with, I guess, negativity or, oh, you hate this person, it's gonna guilt trip you into like switching up. But that's not how it works with me. Just like Paulie Malignaggi, he's the same thing. Paulie Malignaggi for years was saying Pacquiao's on steroids. You know what I'm saying? And he got hate every time he did it. I remember I made videos videos and they're like, oh, fucking Paulie's a bum, Sean Porter knocked you out, Ricky Hat, you know what I mean? But that didn't stop him. He's still gonna speak his mind, and I'm the same way, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But they try to back you off your position by, I guess, guilt tripping you. Stop talking about Lomachenko. You're a Lomachenko hater. Nope. I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep talking about whatever I want on my channel. That's what I'm saying, man. So it really doesn't matter. So there's 27 dislikes in the chat. There should be a troll or a hot seat. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I can't see the dislikes, but someone said there's 27. So where are the 27 disagreements? They're fucking cowards. I'm telling you, it's straight cowardice. I'm like, oh, fuck this. Ego's full of shit, man. You hate Keith Urban, you hate Joshua, you hate Lomachenko. But where are they? Okay, it's 30 now. Where are the 30? Let's try for 70. I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, where we should have some hot seats by now, right? What do you disagree with? Listen, the comment from Aaron Mead, that I would never put someone in a hot seat for that. He said Joshua is a more complete fighter, in my opinion. That's fair. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand this. The whole game is like, the hot seat is like almost a last resort. You know what I mean? It's a last resort. It's not like I'm just looking for people and I want to start a war and debate. But when you say outlandish, off the wall stuff that I can't respect or agree with, then that's something different. You know what I mean? But if you say, oh, hey, I think Joshua beats Wilder, I don't care about that. If you say he's technically better or he's proven more to me because he beat Clay, that's fine. It's when you say Joshua will rape Wilder and chicken leg Wilder's a bitch and windmill and he's a bum and like that extra shit. That's when it's something different, because that makes it worse. That makes it worse, because if Wilder's this weak, then why not fight him? Fuck Joseph Parker, why not fight him straight away? You know what I mean? Which could have been an option, even with the 50-50, because Joseph Parker started at 50-50. Joshua got power, Wilder got power on both hands, and he has a very good jab. And his movement athleticism is awkward. So just off of that, if he fought a measured fight, I think he could definitely, at the least, give Joshua an issue. Was Pacquiao on roids in your opinion? I mean, that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, whether I say yes or no, I can't prove it either way. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's just say he moved up from like 112 to 152. So shout out to Pacquiao for that. But yeah, man, 2018. Wilder never probed himself. What do you mean Wilder never probed himself? That sounds suspect. Like, was he getting abducted by aliens? He never probed himself. I never heard that. Wilder never probed himself. I never probed myself either. What does that even mean? See, listen, we gotta leave some. If you want to talk shit, learn how to spell first. You know what I'm saying? Wilder, he never probed himself. Oh, he meant proved? I don't know what he meant. I go off of what I see. It said Wilder never probed him. Go scroll up. It said Wilder never probed himself. So I stopped reading because I don't even know what that meant, and I don't want to know. Yeah, Wilder he never gave himself an enema, man. Like, what? Excuse me. He never probed himself. I thought we was talking boxing. You talking about some gynecology or something. Listen, ain't shit changing. Wilder never probed himself. See, that's one of them typos. You gotta check your iPhone or Android or whatever. Make sure you don't send that. I remember one happened to me. It was when Sergio Martinez was gonna fight Miguel Cotto, and I was picking Sergio. But then my friend was like, "Oh, I'm picking Cotto," and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm picking Sergio, but I understand some people are gonna pick Cotton." And it said pick Cotton. I was like, damn, I sound like a slave master. My phone changed Cotto to Cotton. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm picking Sergio, but I can understand why some people are picking Cotton. And I was like, wow, that kind of fucked up. I didn't mean that. But yeah, anyway, Wilder never probed himself. What else? My boy was like, what? You can understand people picking Cotton? You're fucking racist. Listen. 2018. 2018, let's see it. Y'all asking me some weird stuff today. Somebody asking me about marijuana taxes. I don't smoke. I don't care. Any new things coming to the channel in 2018? Of course. I mean, but I don't just lay it out on a platter. You know what I'm saying? So people get the jump on what you're doing. But anyway, whatever amount of dislikes we have, why have I not had one hot seat yet? 808 says, Ego, do you think AJ can or will outbox Wilder? Listen, it's a 50-50 fight. That's what I don't understand. Everyone says, not everyone, but some of you maniacs be like, oh, you hate Joshua. But if I hate him, why would I keep saying it's a 50-50 fight? Despite who I'm picking, who I think would win the fight, I've always given it the credit that it's a 50-50 fight and it's a meaningful fight. So that goes to show you what it is and what it ain't with me. Like, everyone can have an opinion on who they think will win. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I never chumped Joshua. Yeah, he could outbox Wilder. That's why I want to see it. Because I want to see what the fuck would happen. Beyond speculation, beyond my personal opinions on what would happen when they match up. Peterson has no chance. I wouldn't say no chance. That's extreme. I mean, I wouldn't favor Peterson, but I think you're sleeping on Peterson. See, and at best, see, this is the other thing. Peterson could at the very least, even if he loses, it could be like Peterson versus Danny Garcia, where even in a loss, he made Danny Garcia look bad. Or like Malik Scott versus Luis Ortiz, where Luis Ortiz was clearly winning, but he didn't look good in doing it. So Peterson has kind of two ways where it is more, I guess, more pressure on the champion, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like Errol Spence is what he's being touted as. People talking about him fighting Keith Thurman and fighting Terrence Crawford. He's going to want to look sensational. So Peterson has almost two ways to win. Either if he wins the fight actually, or if he loses, but he loses like he lost versus Danny Garcia, then that's kind of a moral victory from my perspective for Peterson. So Spence is going to want to look to be pretty dominant, you know what I mean, clearly win the fight, maybe get a stoppage. And I think Peterson, I'm picking Spence. I think Spence can beat him, but I'm not sleeping on Peterson. Peterson's game, he sparred with Spence. And another thing people forgetting, Spence said this also, when he fought Kilbrook, he was on a 9-month layoff, right? By the time he fights this month versus Peterson, he'll almost have been on a 9-month layoff again. Because he fought Kell in May, if I'm not mistaken, and then couldn't get no other fight. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So it's like 7.5 months or so. You know what I mean? So he keeps getting on. Hopefully he can get more active. And I mean, see, this is the thing. People keep blaming PBC. Oh yeah, fucking PBC fighters, and they're only fighting one time a year. Who wants to fight Spence? You should be lucky that a guy with one welterweight fight, really, 1.5 if you count the Felix Diaz, is even up for the challenge. You know what I mean? Because other welterweights don't seem like they're chomping at the bit to fucking get in there with Spence. So, I like win, lose, or draw. I commend Lamont Peterson for being a true fighter, a warrior. They want PBC to fail so bad. Canelo versus Triple G rematch in Cowboy Stadium. I doubt it. Oscar De La Hoya already said he doesn't feel like Dallas is equipped to deal with a fight of that magnitude. It's gonna happen in Las Vegas, people. And you gotta I bet a decent amount of money it happens in Vegas. Other thing is, like, you gotta look at it like this. The first fight was controversial. Vegas is pretty neutral. Golovkin trains in Cali. Canelo trains in Cali. Neither one's from Vegas. Now, Canelo's not from Texas either, but that demographic, there's a lot of Hispanics, a lot of Mexicans, Mexican-American. So if we're dealing with the fight that had a controversial outcome, fighting in Texas does not benefit Golovkin. I highly doubt Golovkin has more fans in Texas, an area I don't think he's fought, than Canelo. So I don't see them doing that for, even though it can make some good money, I don't see them putting a controversial fight like that in Texas. You know what I mean? We've seen what happened with Pernell Whitaker and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. in Texas. So I personally don't see it. I think it happens in Vegas, my personal opinion. I think Wilder is too agile and fast for Joshua, but I do think Joshua is more fundamentally technically sound than Wilder, so yes, it's 50-50. That's all. See, I have no problem with fair breakdowns like that. That's fair. You didn't shit on Joshua, didn't shit on Wilder, gave your honest opinion. Perfect. There's all these man fans of a man. Oh, Wilder has chicken legs, bum squad, hashtag bum squad, all this extra shit. Yo, we have almost 200 people in the chat. Let's try to get the likes up. If you're new to the chat, hit the likes up. The love gotta outweigh the hate for me to keep doing these live streams as long as I've been going. So make sure you immediately hit that like button. We can't let these cowards come in and try to blemish up a perfectly fine live stream where nobody in the live stream is really tripping, but somehow 30 people dislike it. Funny how that works. Yeah, we got 30 dislike, but there ain't 30 people disagreeing or saying, hey, you need to improve the sound or this and that. So we know what time it is. Listen, I'm not trying to be rude for the new year, but y'all got, like, I see questions, but they're flying by. You know what I mean? So I try to pick the most imperative things for the group. Whoever keeps putting Josh Kelly, I've already talked about Josh Kelly, and not to be rude to Josh Kelly, but there's more pressing issues in boxing than Josh Kelly. So please stop. You literally have put Josh Kelly like 50 times. What about Josh Kelly? What about Josh Kelly can scrap, but he hasn't fought anyone. So that can't take precedence over Anthony Joshua, Wilder, their next fights, Canelo, Triple G. So, I mean, at least space it out. Stop putting every 5 minutes, Josh Kelly, Josh Kelly. It's like crazy. How they say in the UK, it's mad. It's mad that you keep putting that. Ego is Lamont cashing out? I don't think so. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't do all that. I don't do all this. Oh, he's sold his belt and he's cashing out and conspiracy theories. I think Lamont Peterson probably feels he can win the fight, whether he can or can't. If you're a world-class competitor and you've been in with the name, I mean, realistically, listen to me. And we got a hot seat right now if anyone wants to challenge this. I love Errol Spence to death. Lamont Peterson has a better resume than Errol Spence. That's almost provable if we go through their box rec. So, you know what I mean? No, I don't think he's cashing out. Even though with the resume differential, I'm still picking Spence to beat him. But Peterson has a better resume than him. It's without question to me. So, yeah, I mean, people kind of tend to do too much. You know what I mean? They kind of do too much. Like, oh, is he cashing out? No. He has a better resume than Spence. He probably feels he can win. And I'm sure a lot of guys at the elite level, they're not going in there thinking they're going to lose. But does anyone want to challenge my statement that Peterson, win, lose, or draw versus Spence, right now has a better resume than Spence? I didn't think so. Because what would you even base that off of? Yo, moderators, check for this dude. If you see him keep putting Josh Kelly shit, just block him. Because the fans are complaining and we don't let one person disrupt our whole stream like that. If you keep asking about Josh Kelly, you gonna get Josh Kelly'd by one of my shooters. Man, I like Carl Froch as a fighter, but it's clear he does not like Andre Ward. He never says anything. You know what I'm saying? He never says anything positive about him. It's always like some kind of stipulation or clause. Oh yeah, I think Ward's top 3 pound for pound. But, and see, this is what I'm saying. Listen to me, people. Carl Froch was one of those people that put Chocolatito in the top 3 above Ward. And listen, see, when I was saying it, I was a bias. I was hating on Chocolatito and all that stuff. Now, who looks accurate and who looks way off the mark? He said Carl Froch literally did a pound for pound list, and he put Chocolatito above Ward, right? So explain that now. Chocolatito just got knocked out. Ward finished his career undefeated, and he moved up and fought killers, and he has a better resume and better people at he fought better people at super middleweight and light heavyweight than Chocolatito did in his 4 divisions. Arroyo, is Arroyo as good as Chad Dawson? You know what I'm saying? No. Is Estrada as good as Kovalev or as proven as Kovalev? No. So, yeah, I mean, Carl Froch can say whatever. Like I said, I like him a lot. I like him a lot as a fighter. But, I mean, it's clear he does not like Ward because he's like, oh, Ward's style's boring. And, man, fuck all that boring shit. Straight up. And then, but anyway, in case some of you haven't heard, Carl Froch apparently said that Ward retired to duck Dimitri Bivol, which is mighty funny because if we're really being real and true to ourselves, Carl Froch could have fought James DeGale before the Badu Jack or before the Caleb Truex. So it was when DeGale only had lost to George Groves and he was a champion and a gold medalist and he was looking good or whatever in his fights. And Carl Froch kept saying like, oh, James DeGale got to do more and all this stuff. And that would have been a big fight in the UK. Another situation is Gennady Golovkin. Golovkin was at 160 and he was like, I want that work at 168. Even though Golovkin didn't want it with Ward, and Froch was like, I'm too big, too strong for Triple G. And he posted this picture of him with a shirt off, flexing, and then he retired. So, I mean, if we're talking about, like Andre Ward, saying Andre Ward ducked to fight Bivol, that's stupid. Because Bivol, Ward retiring, what's the name? Ward retiring freed up the belt to the point where Bivol could fight whoever the fuck he just last fought and knocked out in the first round, who wasn't no top guy, right, for the belt. So without Ward retiring, Bivol wouldn't be a champion right now unless he beat a champion. You know what I mean? Like, see, man, we about to restore the feeling back in boxing because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the dumb shit that people say. Dimitri Bivol looks solid. He looks like he could be the truth. But we got to stop with this. Like, boxing is like, in the post-Floyd Mayweather era, boxing is tripping, where they're trying to force feed you people. It's not even can they be good, if they will be good. It's we don't know how their story ends up this early in their careers. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you used to get 20, 30 fights, fight solid people. Then you start getting more recognition and, oh shit, this guy moved up. He could do this and that. Now you got Vasil Lomachenko 11 fights, 1 loss, and he's better than Ali. Get the fuck out of here. He's #1 pound for pound. Get the fuck out of here. Dimitri Bivol got like 14 fights, not against any notable real names. Anybody, like even like a Better Biev, Anthony Yard, Vodstick, Kovalev, Sullivan Barrera. Even though he's gonna fight Sullivan Barrera, he hasn't done it yet. So how can we, like, in 14 fights, really, we're gonna really anoint and say that Ward, who beat the Super Six, beat Edwin Rodriguez, beat Chad Dawson, beat Sullivan Barrera, a guy that Bivol is now fighting that Ward already beat when Sullivan Barrera was undefeated, right? Beat Kovalev. It wasn't good enough for people, so he came back and stopped Kovalev. Are we really going to say Andre Ward retired for Bivol, who hasn't proven? It's just like, new media is killing these motherfuckers, man. Because they want to push this Eastern European, Russian card like so bad, where it's like you don't even have to prove how good you are. You could be great. I'm not a hater, so I'm not saying Lomachenko can't go down in the history books or can't, but let's see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Bivol could be that, like we say in the Bay, he could be that boy. He could be that boy, but we don't know until he fight. I mean, you haven't even fought a Sullivan Barrera caliber, who Ward already beat. It's crazy, you know. Bob Arum saying Vodstick's the best light heavyweight. Who's he beat? He's solid. I met the dude, cool, in shape, but who's he beat to stipulate that? You know what I'm saying? Who Lomachenko really beat where you consider him Ali, Floyd Mayweather great? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. And you know what's funny? If y'all want to know what's funny, can I get a hell yeah? If y'all want to know what's funny, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Y'all about to get this work in 2018. I think it's very funny that black fighters have to go through the, you know what I mean, the kumite, and then they still sometimes don't even get their full propers. And then you got a guy from Eastern Europe or whatever who comes with 10, 11, 12, 13 fights, and they're automatically better than this, that, and the third. And then when the fans want to see, like, okay, you're saying Vodstick's the best light heavyweight, let's see Vodstick versus Better Biev. No! Why? If Bob Arum is saying that the Nail Vodstick is the best light heavyweight, and he could beat Ward and beat Kovalev, then why not at least beat a Better Biev? You know what I'm saying? Why not beat Anthony Yard if he's ready? If he's not ready, beat at least a Joe Smith Jr. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sullivan Barrera. There's guys to beat. Same thing with Bivol. We talking about Ward ducked him, but, and then people even saying Badu Jack ducked Bivol. Like, what has Bivol done to the point where you really feel people are ducking him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. He could be good. He could be the truth, but let's wait this one out and find out what he's made of. Like, it's crazy what they do, with the old media attempts to do, but we're not falling for it. Ego's Army at least ain't falling for it. Like, you gotta earn your stripes like everyone else did. But here, this is what I was telling you when y'all said hell yeah. They always say, like, oh, black people cry and the black channels, and they're so biased and all this stuff. But from what I've heard and what I've seen, I haven't seen the black channels take certain people and overdo it with a black fighter. You know what I'm saying? For example, Anthony Yard, he looks, I'm talking about what the racists do. What racist people that I've seen on YouTube, what they attempt to do. They say, oh, the black channel, like basically channels that are hosted by black people. That's what a black channel is. Someone's like, black channel. I mean, it's very easy to understand. So now that we're all in the clear, this is what they do. Oh, blacks just cry in the black channels. But check this out. From what I've seen, the black channels, since that's what you want to label them, the black channels, when there's a good fighter like an Anthony Yard, who's not really proven, but he's looking the part, both physically, I mean, the motherfucker's diesel pecs and all that, pause, and he's looking the part in his fights where he's knocking motherfuckers out. I don't see the black channels. I don't really see them actually saying Anthony Yarde is better than Pacquiao. Anthony Yarde is better than Muhammad Ali. Anthony Yarde will do this and that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the funny thing is, like, they always say, oh, black people are crying black channels, and they're so biased. But I haven't really seen it where the black channels are putting certain unproven, like, they're willing to see Anthony Yarde, from what I've seen, Anthony Yarde earn his stripes. Nobody's saying he's pound for pound. Shit. Name one black channel that said he's pound for pound top 5 in the top 5. Nobody said that, even though he looks good. But you let Aram and all these other people, old media, ESPN, they'll tell you Lomachenko's #1 right now. Vodstick is the best light heavyweight. Who's he beat to be the best light heavyweight? Just like Anthony Yarde, he ain't beat nobody to be the best light heavyweight. So it's really all just speculation as of right now on how good. To me, it's open season, including Kovalev. It's open season on who's the best light heavyweight, straight up. Even for Adonis, because Adonis ain't fought no one as good as Chad Dawson since Chad Dawson. You know what I'm saying? So since Ward retired, Bivol, Vodstick, Kovalev after 2 losses and a knockout, Adonis with his recent, Badu Jack, Bivol, Yarde, it's all up for grabs to me. It's all up for grabs. Yo, block this Vincent Benedict. He keeps talking about Josh Kelly. I don't know if it's Josh Kelly's cousin or something. Block, hold on. I gotta get him out of here. Sorry. He literally, I warned him too. He kept talking about this Josh Kelly like 50 times. We're talking about light heavyweights, and if you can't, it's just like a river current. You gotta go with the flow of the conversation. The flow, just like a river stream. Go with the stream. You know what I mean? It's cool to recommend topics and stuff, but I want to talk about light heavies, and then we can bounce around and stuff. You keep talking about Josh Kelly since I fucking started this stream. Anyway, like I said, light heavyweight is up for grabs to me. With Ward being gone, he was the one that had proven more resume-wise, separation, and all that. So to me, any of these guys might be the best. Bivol might be the man to beat. Sullivan, Barrera, Beterbiev, Kovalev, Adonis. You know what I mean? Badu Jack. I don't really know who's the best, but that's what I'm saying. The black channels, I don't really see the black channels saying, you know what I mean, Anthony Yarde is pound for pound and this and that. But that's what old media is doing. Old media is telling you that Lomachenko is the best that we've all seen. Like, how can he be the best we've all seen when we've seen Roy Jones Jr.? You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is, it's not even to do with hate. It's timing. Let's watch. Let's watch. If Lomachenko is the best, if Vodstick, then we're gonna find out over time. Even like let's say Usyk. Usyk cruiserweight's not that stacked. So if you want to say Usyk might be the top guy, then it's a little bit easier. But certain divisions, it's up for grabs, and light heavyweight is one of them divisions. I can't say if they did a Super 6 or Super 8 or whatever right now, I can't conclusively say who would win. You know what I mean? If you put, hold on. If you put Beterbiev, Badu Jack, Kovalev, Adonis Stevenson, Anthony Yarde, Vodstick, and Sullivan Barrera, and Bivol in a tournament, I don't know who wins. I really don't. So, like I said, let's wait and find out. But for Carl Froch to say Ward, Duck, Bivol, that's what I'm saying. What has Bivol shown to the point where he would be ducked by Badu Jack and Andre Ward? Like, listen. Sullivan Barrera had an 85% knockout ratio when Ward fought him, and he was undefeated. Ward's first full fight at the light heavyweight, that's who he fought. Right? Then he fought Alexander Brand, Then he fought Kovalev within his first 3 fights. Then he rematched Kovalev. So if Ward is a ducker, why would he even fight them? You know what I'm saying? Like, why fight undefeated Sullivan Barrera? Like, basically, Sullivan Barrera and Kovalev were both the Bivos before Bivol, meaning they were undefeated power punchers that are very good fighters in the division before Bivol was even around, like making a name for himself. And he still ain't made a name for himself. He's a champion now, but it's just crazy what they try to do. You're like, oh, he's ducking Bivol. Why didn't he duck Kovalev and Sullivan Barrera then? And he moved up to do it. He's a super middleweight, to be honest. And he moved up because HBO wanted him to move up, and he took the challenge. Let's see Bivol move up the next division to take the challenge. You know what I'm saying? The game is so fake, man. Crazy. It's like people want to give the people credit. Give them credit for what they've done so far. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. Like if someone says Lomachenko, he looks real good. Just keep this up, man. I have no problem with it. I mean, listen, this is how trill I am. I'm gonna tell y'all some stats. If you watch NFL football, can I get a hell yeah? Because I'm not gonna even use this analogy if people only watch boxing and no one even knows football. If you watch NFL football, put hell yeah. I just gotta make sure enough people pay attention. Okay, so we got enough people that that watch it to know. All right, so here, I'm a diehard San Francisco 49ers fan. You guys, I mean, you see the hats in the back and shit. Ever since I, excuse me, ever since I was a kid, my dad likes him, my brother likes him, I like him, right? Jimmy Garoppolo, we got him midway in the season. Our season was trash. We were looking horrible before we got him. He's been a difference maker on the team. In fact, Jimmy Garoppolo, again, a new quarterback we acquired halfway in the season. The Niners lost in their first 762 days. They lost every game, basically, except for one. Since Jimmy Garoppolo, he's undefeated. He won every single game that since he started with the Niners. So basically like 5 games in a row. But it would be as good as he looks, and he's just still learning the plays and stuff like that. I give him a lot of credit because you notice an instant difference, right? Shout out to a Niner fan from New York. I like seeing that. But despite how good Jimmy Garoppolo, here's another fact too. Jimmy Garoppolo in his first 5 games has passed for more yards than Steve Young and Joe Montana in their first 5 games combined. So if you take really 10 games from Joe Montana and Steve Young, Garoppolo in his first 5 games, right? He passed for more yards than them combined, both of them together, Montana and Steve Young. All that being said, I'm not comparing Garoppolo and saying he's better than Peyton Manning, he's better than Tom Brady, he's better than Joe Montana, because it's still premature. He looks really good as a quarterback right now, and he's still learning, still developing. I'm impressed. But that when you convert to boxing, that's exactly what these guys are doing. Lomachenko is looking like Jimmy Garoppolo. He's looking like he's made a clear impact in few games. But me being a diehard Niner fan, I'm still not gonna disrespect a legend like Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Drew Brees, all these guys, and then say, oh yeah, Garoppolo's just shitting on all of them in 5 fucking games. Period. But that's what they want to do with Lomachenko and Bivol and all these other motherfuckers, man. And that's disrespectful. Ward's ducking a guy with 14 fights. But Kovalev had 30-something fights and was knocking heads off the same way. That's just stupid to me. You can't do that. It's not fair. And see, that's what I'm saying. People, they can try their hardest to make this a race thing. I just use a Italian guy and Jimmy Garoppolo to make the same point. So no matter who you are, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? To say Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Tom Brady, and he learned from Tom Brady, just like Lomachenko learned from the people Mayweather and Roy Jones that you're saying he's better than, and Muhammad Ali. So hopefully that clears things up. A lot of good fighters, but there's a lot of fighters that I have faith in. Anthony Yarde, Josh Kelly, right? Daniel Dubois looks like he could be something. But Tony Yoka, you have to see him fight the right type of fight. I mean, Antoine Douglas a couple years ago was supposed to be that boy. You know what I mean? So you gotta be. There's a difference. People, and I hate when people use this excuse. Oh, it's this promoter. Of course he's gonna say that. Not really, because you know. Just hold on 1 second. Yo, can we get the likes up? I think the likes are just like paused. If you're in the live stream and you're rocking with the kid, 2018, show some love, smash the like button. We got to keep this flowing. That's how we get the longer streams. That's what I'm saying. Like, these promoters, I understand promoting, but they keep drawing back to history, and it gets old real fast. They said, listen to me, this is fact. HBO, they were billing Triple G versus David Lemieux as Hagler Hearns. That shit was nowhere near fucking Hagler Hearns. That wasn't even Martin versus Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You talking about Golovkin versus Lemieux is the new Hagler Hearns. It's that type of fuck. Did it look like Hagler Hearns? Hagler Hearns was a classic all-time war. You could watch it at any, if you're in a bad mood, you're a boxing fan, watch it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So there's a difference between promoting, compare it to some other shit, you know what I mean? Compare Canelo Triple G to Triple G Lemieux or some shit. Like, oh, okay, if you like Triple G versus Daniel Jacobs, then Canelo Triple G is right up your alley. Stop comparing all these fighters and fights and all this shit to history. Golovkin versus Lemieux was not no fucking Hagler Hearns, but that's what they said. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya said Canelo versus Golovkin was Hagler Hearns, and I was live there. That shit wasn't no Hagler Hearns. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. It was a solid fight. I liked it, but it wasn't Hagler Hearns. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they keep doing. Lomachenko, he's better than Muhammad Ali. Tell us people in or around his division that he's better than, so we could see them fight. I can't see Muhammad Ali come back from the grave to fight Lomachenko. And even if Muhammad Ali was alive, they're in two different weight classes. So stop comparing those things. Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray, you're disrespecting them. They're no longer fighting. That's not a reality. Let's 2018, let's see ESPN and Bob Arum and whatever promoter, let's see them compare Lomachenko to motherfuckers he can actually fight, or whoever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see that, because at least the debate. See, I know how the game works, man. The boxing game works like this. They like when it's in that fantasy realm, when it's still in the fantasy stage and there's no way to prove it. Like, oh, Floyd Mayweather would have lost to Paul Williams or Antonio Margarito. Them fights, them ships have sailed. Williams is in the chair, and Margarito's eyes finna fall out. Those fights are done. Nobody's checking for those fights. So that's what they want to bring up, because they know it can't happen. But when you want to talk about, if you really want to be real for the sport of boxing, let's talk about some shit that can happen. Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko, they both have expressed interest. That can happen. Now, don't tell me about Roberto Duran, Lomachenko, and Shane Mosley and Lomachenko. Tell me about some shit that can happen. That's what they don't want to do, because, like I said, they know it can happen. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Robert Easter and Lomachenko, Linares and Lomachenko, Miguel Berchelt and Lomachenko, right? Tank Davis if you want to, even though he don't have a belt. But the whole focal point is shit that can't happen. Ego, are the belt holders at 130 able to fight him without promoter, HBO, Showtime issues? Not that I know. I mean, the biggest issue I would say would be Mayweather Promotions and Tank Davis and Top Rank, because I mean we don't really see Mayweather Promotions, Floyd directly do business with Bob Arum except for the Pacquiao fight. So like they strategically place this shit in people's ear. Name drop a legend like Floyd and compare him to Loma. So now it's just all speculation and people at each other's throat. Man, miss me with that shit. I don't even want to entertain some bullshit like that because it's not gonna happen. So listen. It's like having a craving for food. Let's say I'm craving New York pizza, but I'm on house arrest. So I can't fly to New York and get some pizza. So then it's kind of like a waste to have a craving for something I know can't happen. You know what I mean? Because I can't leave California to get New York pizza. That's kind of what they're doing. They're bringing up these situations they know can't happen. And that's where they would rather keep it. And people in the throats and, you know what I mean? Praise Lomachenko and then bash Floyd. Because see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody type pussy. A lot of people, what they do in boxing is pussy. They do little like moves like that, like because they know it can't happen, and they know that it's fashionable to just bash Mayweather. You know what I mean? Or a certain fighter, Deontay Wilder. See, what I do is much harder because I stand for something. Whether you motherfuckers like it or not, I still stand for something. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. Wilder gets called bum squad, chicken legs. He ain't fought no one. He's wolfing, all this stuff. But I still call it how I see. And right now I don't have a problem with what Wilder's doing. So it's harder to represent the underdog in a lot of these situations. And even though Floyd skillfully is never an underdog, he's always an underdog in the public's eyes. Because people bring up domestic violence or, you know what I mean, shit on him. He cherry-picked his whole career, stuff like that. So it's easy for me to do what they do. You know what I mean? Lomachenko's in the limelight. He's in the spotlight. He's in a favorable light. People like his style. So let's bash Floyd Mayweather. That's easy. Very easy to do. It's harder to represent the minority in the situation or the underdog or the person that people aren't pulling for. It's not fashionable to critique Lomachenko right now. But see, that's the thing. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you how I honestly feel, despite whose feelings it hurts. Yeah, man. I mean, HBO especially, they have this affinity for foreign fighters more so than people who have represented the USA in the Olympics or just our American fighters. It's just funny how that works. You know what I mean? You go into other communities, like you look at the Asian culture. If you go into a nail shop, majority of the workers that I've seen, because you know what I mean, I've got my dogs touched and shit, or my girl or whatever. There's people that are from the same culture working at that nail shop, right? You go to an Italian restaurant, there's other Italians working there. Not always, but I'm talking about authentic stuff like that. But you look at boxing, so it's like one of the only sport we don't give a fuck about our American champions. We bash our American champions. We say Terrence Crawford has to do more. Deontay Wilder's a bum. Floyd, despite all his accomplishments, he sucks too. Crazy. But Pacquiao comes to the States. Golovkin comes from Kazakhstan. Lomachenko comes the Ukraine. Like, and it's like a lot of people, they don't even, English is not even their first language. You know what I'm saying? And I have no problem if you're foreign fighters. There's a ton of foreign fighters I like Canelo. He's one foreign fighter. He doesn't really speak English and stuff. So it's not just about that, but I'm just saying the lack of respect for your own. Like, people, like, everybody wants to be patriotic on the 4th of July, but come to boxing, that patriotism is out the fucking window. You know what I'm saying? And you can have a person who doesn't even really understand the language or fluidly speak the language, and you're more willing to ride with them than people who've represented your country, like Andre Ward. Crazy. It's crazy how that works. Now, I wouldn't have a problem if you just liked everybody equally based on talent. I wouldn't have a problem. If you like Kovalev from Russia, but you also give Ward his props, if you give Terrence Crawford. But I noticed with the racists, they don't like anybody who's American, but they're praising everybody from other places, and they themselves are American, which is crazy. Gang, gang, man. You already know what it is. Fuck what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. So I don't know. The whole game's crazy. Like Jim Lampley, where the fuck is he from? You don't like no American fighters unless they on HBO, maybe. Like, it's crazy. Like the fight, that's why I don't watch that Fight Game and all that shit. Like, you don't give Deontay Wilder credit, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. You know what I mean? You barely give those guys credit because they're not on your network. But I'm the biased one. But see, this is the thing. I cover every fight. Every fight I want to go to. I've been the top ranked Golden Boy PPC. I don't have one network where I only can say good shit about top ranked fighters, only good shit about Golden Boy fighters or Al Heyman fighters. So, you know what I mean? You tell me who's biased. Yeah, man. It's just annoying. Master G, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He said, dude, boxing is an individual sport. Who cares about nationality? I support the fighters I like and enjoy watching. You don't have to support a fighter from a specific country. See, people like you miss the whole concept. I have no problem. I have no problem with that either. I'm the same way. I don't care if you're from Mexico or Russia. If you could scrap, you could scrap. I'm not saying you only have to support it, but you're missing the entire point. You're missing the whole point. Maybe you should watch this on the playback so you could get it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you only can like a fighter from one region. That's stupid. But when people go out of their way to criticize certain styles only, and Americans predominantly, and they are American, and then when the guys are foreign, they put them on a pedestal, even if they haven't accomplished anything, that's something different. And that's something you don't really see. Like, how many people in the Philippines do you know that literally hate Pacquiao? You know what I mean? Boxing fans, but they want to see Pacquiao get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? They're probably pulling for him. If you're from Russia and there's a Russian fighter who's on top of their shit, you're probably pulling for them. You know what I mean? I know people right now, Russians, even though Povetkin failed 2 drug tests in 1 year, if Povetkin fights, they're still supporting him. They're still supporting him. And he cheated, you know what I mean? I know people like Margarito, he cheated. I know Mexican fans that were still want to see the Mexican fighter beat Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? I seen Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. disrespect the sport, and I've seen Mexican fans still pull for Chavez Jr. and hope he gets his act together. So, you know what I mean? That's cool. That's unity. They appreciate their fighter. They're just, you know what I mean, ride or die with their fighter. But I've also seen Americans like Dan Rayfield, ESPN. When do they ever give credit to American fighters, black fighters? Even if especially if they're doing good shit. Floyd Mayweather 50-0 for 20 years. We see how hard it is to remain. Lomachenko couldn't stay. Listen, Lomachenko couldn't stay undefeated his first year of boxing as a pro. Floyd did it for 20 years. And you really gonna disrespect that man and say Lomachenko will give him hell or beat him? And in his first year, he got a loss? I don't give a fuck. if Salido cheated, as long as he didn't test positive for no peds, you know what I'm saying? He just fought rough, which is something everyone's had to deal with if they have a good resume. Floyd fought Maidana rough and shit like that. Crazy to me. Like I said, people can get mad and complain. Oh, you're pulling the race card. Prove it wrongly. And that's the thing with the whole race card shit. Oh yeah, you're crying, you're pulling the race card, but you're not proving it wrong. So how can you, if someone's saying like, hey, I'm trying to think of an example, hold on. Let's say somebody says, hey, I was watching your crib when you guys were away, and you guys have rats. You have rats. Nobody wants rats in their house. You know what I'm saying? And they said, hey, I was house sitting. When I was house sitting for you, I seen rats, right? Are you gonna just be like, oh, there's no fucking rats. We keep our house clean, da da da. And then they actually get a flashlight, go into the garage, and they show you like rat droppings. They show you packages that the rats have chewed through. Now, once again, nobody wants to have rats in their house. But if somebody is showing you the signs that you have rats in your house or mice or whatever, are you going to be like, oh, you're pulling the rodent card? That's what they do when it comes to racism. Even though people are showing you the trails, the paper trails, the trace evidence, they're blaming you for exposing it. Not saying you're wrong. Like I said, nobody, if you're not racist, you don't want racism to be a factor. But if it is a factor, it's a factor. But they say if you bring it up, oh, you're pulling the race card. Oh, Deontay Wilder's pulling the race card. Like I said, if you have rats in your house and I'm showing you proof that you have rats in your house, are you gonna be mad at me or are you gonna be mad at the rats and try to find a way to exterminate them and get them out the game? You know what I mean? Like, hey, look at these are rat droppings. No, fuck that. We don't got no rats. We keep our shit clean though. Okay, look, the rats, they chew through this bag of rice. Man, that has to be something else. Here's a cell phone video I shot of the rat running through your kitchen. Man, that's CGI. I mean, this is equivalent to what the racists do. They see all the signs for it, but I'm the bad guy or Wilder or whoever's mentioning it, right? That's CGI, man. That can't be real. You got that video off YouTube. Like, it's your house, it's your kitchen. Fuck you mean? And then, listen, if you ever expect to beat new media, you gotta come better. Cause y'all be coming with some weak ass points. And I'll do a hot seat right now. Deontay Wilder made his point saying, hey, if I wasn't a black fighter, I would be getting different level of love. And people got mad at the video I did quoting him. They're like, that's bullshit. Tyson was loved. Ali was loved. First of all, your dumbass was born in like 97 after Pac died. You don't know what the fuck was happening with Tyson in the 80s and 90s, and you weren't even, it's not even your era. Second of all, Tyson wasn't loved. You might love him now and revere him as a legend now, but people thought he was a barbarian. Listen, man. Y'all gonna get this fucking work in 2018. Here's the best point. How come when I make a video, or I'm talking about what Wilder said about racism in boxing and black fighters oftentimes are slighted or whatever, why do they always have to draw from history? Oh, that's bullshit. People love Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, and Mike Tyson. So tell me the black fighters that they love like that now. Why do you have to tell me fighters that fought in the 80s, 70s, 60s even to prove your point? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about present day. Why are you telling me about retired fighters? Oh, I'll wait. Oh, someone said crickets. Black Mirror, do you want to be in the hot seat? We can debate this topic right now. Do you want to be in the hot seat? Yes or no? That's all you got to say. I got the smoke to give in 2018. Oh, you're just not going to answer? Black Mirror. I'm just saying, bro, there's plenty of black fighters that get love. Fuck all that. Do you want the hot seat? Listen, don't say anything else other than yes, I want to smoke in the hot seat, or no. You had your opportunity, and I'm asking you, do you want that hot seat? This is what they try to do. I'm just saying, bro, there's a lot of black... Okay, there's a lot of hot seat waiting for you. Do you want the hot seat? It's very simple. Don't, if you say anything else other than yes, I want the hot seat, or no, you will be disqualified and you will get the boot, like Louisiana. So I'm not playing no games in 2018. You have a difference of opinion. I feel I could prove you wrong. Nah, I'm good, but I'll just name some black fighters who get love. No, everybody type pussy. You can't say I'm gonna name some fighters. Name them in the hot seat. Don't say no, I don't want the hot seat, but I'm gonna name some fighters. It doesn't work like that. Hey, I don't want the hot seat, but I'm just gonna continue some. No, you can name those same fighters in the hot seat. And you just said, oh, I don't want the hot. Why wouldn't you want the hot seat if you could bury me? If you have a stronger point than what I'm saying, okay, then no, because I don't want to get blocked. Then what are you arguing for? Because best believe me, I'm an Aries. I ride or die for mine. If there's something I'm passionate about, I'll be a martyr. I don't care if someone's threatening to block me because I know I can burn them. I know I have a stronger argument. But you don't, you were disagreeing, but it doesn't sound like you feel you have a stronger argument because you bow down, which is your option. You can wave the white flag. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bully you in the situation. But that's my thing. What are you arguing then if you're not even that confident to jump in the hot seat when it comes to the argument? Like, for example, let's say I went on someone else's show and they had a hot seat, and I'm trying to prove what I'm trying to prove right now, that black fighters, this and that and the third. Then at the end of the day, I would jump in the hot seat because I know I could prove what I'm saying. Listen, if you say one more point about how you can prove a point, I'm gonna throw you in the hot seat, like by default. He said, I'm not arguing, I'm just making a point. Even if it comes with solid facts, I'll still get L's and block. Listen, let's do a vote right now. All the audience members, because we got somebody who's scared of the hot seat. Do you promise to give him a fair shake? And if he beats me, you will not give him an L if he really beats me. But if he doesn't beat me, then you can give him the L. Does that sound like a deal to everybody in here? That you will be honest? You'll be honest in the hot seat. If he burns me, then you really rate it. Be fair. See, that's the thing. I don't want my fans to cheat for me. I don't need them to cheat for me. I know you can't beat me on this topic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just promise that they'll give you a fair shake, and if you have better points than me, then they will give you credit for it. And they won't just say L just because they're riding. Hey, bro, just admit you're scared. No, I don't trust it. That's a setup. They all just gave you the promise. So everyone in boxing's out to get you, and no one knows who you are. See, that's what I'm saying. People can do a lot of this and dislikes and stuff like that, but they don't want the hot seat work because they know it's too hot up in there, and they know they can't out debate the points that I'm making. So they rather just, man, this shit is crazy. Anyway, man, y'all too scared of the hot seat. I'm gonna go drink this smoothie downstairs. I might do another live stream. Y'all get it together. 2018, we coming. Death Row East, believe in that. Hit that like button. I don't even know if I want to do another live stream because everybody's shook. Nobody wants to. People want to dislike the. How many dislikes we got right now? Somebody check. How many dislikes we got? Because I can't see. How many dislikes we currently have? 41, 44 dislikes, and no one wants the hot seat. You guys put that in your pipe and smoke it. What is that telling you? 44 people dislike, but nobody wants the smoke. I'm out. Let me know when y'all get some balls to go against the Don. Hot seat, Death Row East, believing in 2018. Happy New Year. Shout out to all the cowards in boxing.